Hello Leo, welcome to my channel. I'm taking a look into your situation with your person. I want to answer a specific question for you. For those of you, my Leo collective, that is wondering if they are going to hear from their person. Wondering if they are going to hear from their person. Those of you who are in divine connections, and you're in separation, haven't been in contact, wondering if your person's going to reach out to you. We are specifically looking into that energy, looking to see where they are. What's nice about having this question answered is that Spirit reveals to us then where you are in your energy. And then we're also looking at what could be blocking you. What could be blocking you? Why is it that you still have this person in your energy? Why is it that you're still waiting for them, feeling as though something is unresolved, hoping that they would reach out? And if it's because that is what is meant to happen between you, why is it not happening? What is it that Spirit wants you to know, be aware of, that creates a blockage for you and makes you feel stagnant? Okay. We know, most people know, you should never really be waiting around for somebody. If you are in a twin flame dynamic, this is a symptom of the chaser energy. Doesn't mean you're running after the person in the 3D. In energy, you're chasing them because you're looking at them constantly, you're waiting, you're holding your breath, you're hoping to get some sort of movement from them so that you can feel as though you can move forward. So you find yourself feeling stuck. So in essence, you want to come out of that energy if you want to progress, if you are in a divine counterpart. Okay, you want to do the work so that you progress and you move out of the runner chaser phase. You don't want to find yourself there for years. And if you're not in a divine counterpart and you are finding that you're still feeling that there's a cord between you and somebody, you might have tried to cut the cord. You're not understanding why you're still waiting for Spirit to reveal what this is about. So those are the questions I'm going to ask Spirit to answer for you, Leo. Okay? How are you guys doing? How are my Leo collective? Are you well today? How are you feeling in your energy? I am seeing that you have really been trying to work on mastering your emotions, your thoughts, gathering yourself, mastering who you are, your energies. You're feeling, I'm sensing that that this collective is feeling a little bit out of control. They're not feeling as grounded as they'd like to be. Okay, now for those of you who are new, my name is High Priestess Elif. I am a no tools medium, intuitive reader, born gifted, spiritual healer. And what this means is that I enjoy playing with the cards. I read them. I have fun with them. Spirit points out certain cards and I can associate them with energy that Spirit shows me, messages that Spirit is sharing with me, and it helps me to interpret my messages to you, the messages that are meant for you. Okay, but everything that I'm saying in this reading from the time this video begins until I stop recording is me channeling. That's why you will find that my cards are constantly jumping because there's a lot of energy. I meditate before I start my readings. I open a channel for my subscribers for healing. I do remote healing for you in the areas of love specifically and your relationship with yourself. So where you may have blockages to experience breakthrough. So if you have hit that subscribe button, it's good to have you part of this community. And I am happy to extend the healing energy in your direction. Thank you so much for taking the time to like, to comment at any point where you feel you might want to share because this reading resonates with you, the message resonates with you. All of the energy exchange is highly appreciated. Thank you so much for your support. for supporting my channel. I love you guys. And I love that you are constantly reaching for deeper truths and wanting to access deeper versions, more authentic aspects of yourself and who you really are at your core. I know that most of you are doing this because you would just like to be able to have a more meaningful life experience. But what you are doing, your intentions, trying to do your work, your healing, trying to, spending that time with yourself, listening to source, tapping into spirit, expanding, evolving, growing, becoming more of your true self, tapping into who you are as an energy being, has such a profound effect on the collective, on everybody else. And so I thank you. Okay. Leo, we are looking at answering the question, will your person reach out within the next 6 to 8 weeks? And what could be blocking you in this connection and you in your love experience? I always say everything is about love. Your life experience is about love. Everything that you experience in the 3D is an extension of your relationship with yourself. And your relationship with yourself is love. It is rooted in source. It is rooted in the divine, who you are as soul. Now, the space is blessed. You've entered a sacred space. As I've said, I always open a channel for remote healing for my subscribers. And the archangels in the north, south, east, and west, their sacred flame is burning. What I'm picking up is that there are various channels, portals that are open for this divine feminine rising up that is taking place now. Leo, the major arcana that represents your zodiac is the Strength card. The Strength card, for me, is the embodiment of the divine feminine. You find the imagery where you see this feminine, and again, I will say, divine feminine is not the female. It's not the female gender. It is, you have divine masculine and feminine in every man and woman. In every man and woman. So when I refer, even when I do my twin flame readings, and I refer to the divine masculine and divine feminine, I am referring to the energy that you embody in your relationship. What I'm referring to now is the divine feminine in each and every one of us that is rising up. The divine feminine is associated with, it stems from the 5D with energy, who we are as energy. It's associated with love, intuition. It's the part of you and the part of your life experience that is not material. It's not action-based. It is the foundation in our experience. And a lot of where we've gone wrong in the past is that we've been so focused on implementing action to create a specific, to build an empire, to create a specific reality. And then once it was all built, many of us came to find that, in fact, all of us came to find that it's not sustainable, it's not satisfactory, it's not fulfilling, and it was supposed to be. Somebody lied to us, okay? Most of it was us lying to ourselves and feeding into what everybody else thought was right. And with the age of Aquarius and the divine feminine rising up, we have awoken to the knowing that the greater part of us is not this physical body. The greater part of us is not this mind. The mind is a tool that should be mastered and should be used to serve the greater part of you, which is source, soul, ancient wisdom, in creating and expanding in this life experience. Great awakenings that we have been experiencing, and what Spirit is showing me is that at the moment you are aware that you are not completely in your strength. And that there might be a misunderstanding of what being in your strength is. It is about understanding that the part of you that is divine feminine is your strength, is your foundation, is your basis. When you are solid there, when you understand yourself, when you've healed your inner feminine, when you allow her to rise, male or female, she is the foundation upon which you then have inspired thought, and your masculine, your inner masculine, which is your action based, your 3D based, then takes the seeds from your inner feminine and plants them in that foundation, cares for them. But she is the heart and soul of that project, whatever it may be for you. Okay? So that is where the meaning comes from. That is where the connection comes. The meaning comes from you being connected to it. Most of us create, and then we feel like we've created this thing outside of ourselves. There's no connection. We haven't poured our essence and our being, our energy into it. And so we miss that connection, and we don't feel the fulfillment, and we don't feel connected in how it serves and how it is meant to add value to whatever area of your life. So if you want things to be sustainable, you have to understand that the divine feminine is where your power comes from, your inner feminine. The masculine is so apt at getting the job done, right? But the divine feminine is the foundation. And you can't build your home or your empire on a bad foundation. It's going to end tragically. And many of us have realized this. I'm needing to share this with you. What Spirit wants you to know is that you are focusing on what you have power over. And you're trying to establish how you can best use that so that you can feel more stable, so that you can feel more empowered in your life experience in whichever areas. And Spirit is saying that you need to go deeper. You need to go inward. You need to go to your intuition, open your heart chakra. You need to tap into connecting with your inner feminine. That's where your strength is. Because she knows, and when you look at the strength card, you'll see that. She knows that you don't wrestle the beast. You don't have to. You come from a place of tenderness, of knowing, of confidence, of love, and the beast surrenders to you. There's no need to fight and wrestle. So, Spirit is saying that you are trying to gather up all your resources because you have cycles to close. You are wanting to welcome the goodness into your life that you know is destined for you. And you are trying to establish what your strengths are, where you have control, how you can push and pull. Don't try and manipulate your way through this. Use your intuition, use your gentleness. Allow yourself to be soft in the situation. Surrender where you need to, accept where you need to, trust where you need to, and let things flow naturally. That's what Spirit is saying. Okay. So Leo, let's see what Spirit has to say. Will your person be reaching out to you in the next 6 to 8 weeks? Let's see. No, it doesn't look that way, Leo. What I'm seeing is that your person has lost hope and faith in what Spirit is showing me is that your person has been chasing an ideal partnership. They're looking for someone specific. They want someone that is their equal, someone that is secure and strong and is able to build with them. And what has happened is that Spirit is saying to me they came really close to having that. And then when being face to face with it, where for a long time they thought that the reason that what is not right is that they've not found this person. And they became so focused on finding this person that they were juggling a couple of people, keeping options open, trying to give themselves the best possible opportunity to find that person. They believe that they would know when they see that person and it would just work. And everybody else that they have, they'll close out those relationships and they'll close those cycles and then they'll be with this person. But they had a reality check. Because when they met with you, they recognized that you have all of the qualities that they've been searching for. But suddenly, they came to the realization that what was missing in their lives and what was not balanced was not that they were not finding this person, was that they were looking for love in all the wrong places and they were doing it in a way that was dishonoring of themselves and other people. So this person has karma. Because you see, in your quest, Spirit is showing me once again what I was channeling at the beginning of this reading. People get it wrong. You think that you're supposed to go out aggressively searching, hunting, making things happen, making them, getting all the different components, bringing them together to fulfill what it is that you want. So what people do in relationships is this. They don't take them too seriously because they have a list, they have an idea, and they believe that when they see it, they'll get it. So they treat the relationships like options, as if it's projects. It's human beings that you're busy with. Instead of going inward, healing your divine feminine, being in communication with your intuition, being in communication with source, you seek outside of yourself. And you leave a lot of collateral damage. Okay? So you don't find your person because you went out rummaging. You find them because you manifest them. But unfortunately, on the journey, you didn't trust that this person you would meet this person at the right time and that you would be okay on your own until you do. You're not going to miss out on anything. Do your work in the meantime. What you did instead was you created all of this bad karma. You used people, treated them as projects, and treated human beings as though they were things. So when you do meet your person, now you've got this cycle. You've got all these people that you're juggling. You're more confused than you ever were before because recognizing this person means you need to know yourself. You recognize your person from the inside. If you don't know yourself because you've not been in a relationship with yourself, because you've been distracting and busying yourself with everybody outside of you, accumulating baggage and bad karma, then when you meet your person, you can't fully recognize them because they will shine a light on the parts of you that you haven't met. That's what's happened here. So your person is dealing with, this person very possibly betrayed you or was juggling people, sneaking between you and somebody else, and this is why you are not in contact. This person is suddenly doubting love altogether now, where they were really chasing it before. And the same thing that they were doing to a lot of people has come back to them. They're really, really not having fun with this cycle of theirs anymore. And there is a lot of conflict. There's a lot of conflict around them with people that they were juggling. Because they haven't established clear boundaries, and they've poured into too many cups. This person is really conflicted, and the conflict outside of them represents a conflict inside of them. So they're not in a place where they are ready to reach out. Spirit, please let my Libras know what it is that is blocking them. Why is it that they are still feeling tied or connected to this person? And what is it that is blocking them? What is it that they should know? Spirit is saying you need to close the cycle, Leo. Spirit is saying you need to close the cycle. This was a terrible situation for you. You were very badly betrayed. This has happened to help you come into your strength. And being strong in the usual sense that so many people think being strong has not been serving you. Spirit says you need to let this go. You need to let this go because you cannot find the answers that you need from this person or from anybody outside of yourself. Spirit says you need to let this go. You need to close this cycle. If anything is meant to come of this in the future, it will be a completely new energy. You have to close the cycle. You need to close it off, set this person free, let them go. Spirit says the reason why it's been so difficult for you to do that is because they are symbolic of a part of you that has been treating you very badly, that hinders you from moving towards your 10 of Cups, your wish fulfillment. I'm hearing that you sometimes wonder if that's what's meant for you. Are you serious? I know. Sometimes with a lot of bad experience, I was there. You think to yourself, it's just best for me to be on my own. But what this shows me is that there's so much that you are still to learn about how all of this works. Everything that your heart desires you, is waiting for you to line up with it. You are not lining up with it because you are still looking for some sort of validation. You want to see that this person regrets what they did to you, that it wasn't your fault, that you were not wrong, that this person actually loves you. This person is not in their heart space at all. That's why you drew this person into your life, because you're not settling into this space. We think because we feel feelings that it's in our heart space. Emotions are our guidance system. They're always there. It doesn't mean that our emotions flow through a space of well-being, which is this heart area. This needs to be healthy, balanced, open. And a lot of people have a blocked heart chakra and they still feel emotions. They just don't know how to interpret it. They find it overwhelming. And instead of it being a guidance system that leads you into fulfillment and happiness, it leads you astray. You don't want to be one of those people. So you shut it down from time to time. But that is also not the way. This person reflects how you dishonor yourself and how you mislead yourself by thinking that you need to shut this down to be okay, to progress. It's like somebody feeling that they want to lose weight and then they stop eating for months. They stop eating because they want to be skinny, and the damage that they do to their bodies eventually kills them. What's the point? And they never ever feel satisfied with their bodies anyway, because it was never about their bodies. It was about their self-image, how they see themselves, how they perceive themselves. This is why this happened with you and this person. This person is meant to show you how they've done themselves in and how they've hurt other people because they were so focused on getting to where they want to be and how they want it, and it didn't end up making them happy or anybody else. They self-sabotage. They betrayed themselves by betraying others. You need to recognize that you have some of that in your relationship with yourself because you are too afraid to tap into your true strength, which is vulnerability, which is love, which is an open chakra. Because there's a fear that if you are too open and if you allow yourself to be vulnerable, people will hurt you, people will destroy you. Nobody has access to do anything to you that you don't allow. Allow these ego deaths to take place. Allow this process to take place. Allow yourself to see how this tower with you and this person actually serves you. Do your work. Do your work. Some of you are not completely satisfied with your relationship with money and how things are going for you financially. Spirit is saying, spend time with yourself, work, allow your inner feminine to rise and to heal and to show you her beauty and her power. The money will flow naturally. Allow that to be your focus. At some point, you will be hearing from this person and they will tell you this very same story that I'm telling you today. It's not going to be within the next 6 to 8 weeks. It's not going to be at a time when you are going to be so dependent on what this person says in order for you to feel validated. Because that is what you're meant to get past here. So, Leo, that is what is blocking you. You will not be hearing from this person in the next few weeks. I don't see it happening at all. And if you have any, whether it's sometimes what Spirit shows me is sometimes people speak to one another through social media, like they specifically post memes and stuff to send a particular message, and you'll know that that's for you. you'll notice it's ego, it's angry, it's feel sorry for myself. It's not the energy you want. Yeah, this person feels as though you were trying to manipulate them. Yeah, you see, I was just talking about the fact that they are in an angry energy. So your person says, I believe you were trying to you were manipulating me, or you were trying to. And I'm very angry, and it makes me feel out of control, and I don't like that. And their anger has nothing to do with you or anybody else. They're angry at themselves. I'm trying to move forward without letting go of the past. Now, how do you do that? I'm not sure about our connection and who you are to me. This person still thinks about you. My actions have been foolish, and I am ashamed. But I'm too afraid to admit the truth to you. I'm trying my best to see what is real, but I'm honestly still blind. I have shown you exactly who I am. They've shown you who they are. When people show you who they are, believe them. When people show you who they are, believe them. And you need to decide that you are worth more, that your value is so high that you cannot let somebody that doesn't even know how to navigate their own lives, how to honor themselves, how to behave like a mature adult in relationships, with respect and a little bit of empathy towards people, to decide your worth or your value. You can't give somebody that power, somebody that cannot even do justice by themselves. Don't give your power away like that. You validate you. You are the only voice that matters, that inner voice. Your divine feminine, give her a voice. Leo, this is your message from Spirit. Thank you so much for allowing me to channel your energy, bring you messages, and to answer your questions. Thank you for keeping an open mind and respecting these sacred messages from Spirit. Do what is best for you. Spirit will never lead you astray. There is love waiting for you to get ready to line up with it. Okay? For those of you who've taken the time to like, comment, or subscribe, thank you so much. If you're interested in a personal reading, you're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. Love and light, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.